Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/inspireddisorder.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Swipe Up, the 114th episode of the show where I share some of my favorite posts from Instagram. Let's get it started, shall we, with this first one. This is a photo from last year, but it is a photo of Candy Cane Lane, which is a street here in the valley where all the houses are decorated to the nines? Nine? What is that term? Why is that term a term? Decorated to the nines? I don't know. From what I've heard, every kind of town has a street where people are forced to decorate because it's some kind of attraction. That seems like a lot of pressure. You're moving into a house, right? You're paying a mortgage on a house, and it's not like billionaires live on this street, because if it were, it would be gated and nobody would to even go down the street. It's like a middle class street, I would imagine, most of the times. But you're not only forced to pay your mortgage, but also invest in decorating heavily enough to where people will drive down or walk down to enjoy it. Now, as a kid, I loved going to Candy Cane Lane. It was a thing that, I'm sure all kids, I loved Christmas back in the day. Not a big fan these days, but, as a kid, it was fun to see all the different decorations. And I'm sure it's kind of one of those things that's pandemic proof. Because you can still have everything decorated and just people can drive down it. Like, you don't have to, it's a little bit colder in the desert right now. I mean, for desert cold, it's not like Midwest cold. But yeah, you stay in your car, just drive down it and look at all the things. It's really good for kids. I think it's one of those things. It's just a fun thing for kids. But it's very weird when adults get like a boner over Christmas decorations. It's very, very disturbing. Very disturbing. Unless you have kids, but other than that, like any kind of adults that are that heavily into it and they don't have kids, there's definitely something wrong there. All right, let's move on. This is Funny Asian Dude. What is his name? I'm blanking on his Jimmy O Yang. Which fun actor. He's in Space Force. He was in The Opening Act, which is a great movie directed by Steve Byrne. But he launched his own CBD company, and I saw this post and I immediately ordered some. I've been looking for. Would love to get sponsored by a CBD company. I smoke weed all the time, but it's nice to have CBD around now. I got the super potent dropper. I think it's like 1,500 milligram. And then I got the one for pets because, my dog Izzy, she's getting older. She's got bad hips. So, and he has, I don't know if it's still going on by the time this episode comes out, but he was having a 50% off thing going on. And I enjoy it, man. It's like kind of out of left field. There's not a lot of. I mean, he's a stand-up comedian in addition to actor. But I don't know. He's not somebody that I really consider to be like a celebrity, But he is a celebrity who owns now a CBD company. It's called Not Weed. Not Weed CBD is their Instagram post or feed. But yeah, if you're looking for CBD products, go check it out, and maybe it'll still be on sale by the time this episode comes out. I don't know. It was a Black Friday deal, so and it was the launch of his company. But yeah, and I've been looking, not only CBD but specifically CBD for pets. And it's just the prices for CBD are pretty high, so I'm looking for any kind of discounted way to get it, and so this came at the perfect time. So we'll see how how well it works. Izzy likes it. It's chicken flavored CBD is the one I got her, and I gave her some last night and she loved it. The effects, I took some of mine that I got Whether the effects of it work, I really need to check it out when I'm in like a lot of pain or stressed out. I've been doing pretty good overall, so it's tough to be able to give it an accurate test. But I trust him to make sure it's the best quality. I don't know why I trust him, but I do trust him. Anyway. Moving on to this post from Flea. This is I miss one of the things I miss about living in a city like Denver or San Diego is that you would see people out on the streets playing music, and there's just nothing, or doing whatever artistic thing they're doing, whether it's street art or performance art of some sort. So it's fun to see this post here from uh, Lois, Lady Lois in New Orleans. So let's get a listen to it real quick here. Of course, it's a IGTV video, so I only get 15 seconds of it, but which is weird. I don't know why it's not just the full minute on because only seems to be a minute long video clip. IGTV, Instagram in general, way too overcomplicated these days. Way too overcomplicated. They need to figure their shit out and get things chopped down a bit because they've got so many features. And they're constantly changing the layout of everything. It's a pain. It's just literally a pain in the ass to deal with. But I love it. I love the music. I love everything about it. And of course, Flea. I love Flea. I could see the Chili Peppers doing. I'm sure they have. I know they've done like pop ups in just like small clubs, at least in the before time. Anyway, so let's move on now to this one from Jenny Sunday. This is her virtual Thanksgiving, which I think is a smart thing to do for any of the people out there. Seemed like a lot of people considered the pandemic to be a hoax. This Thanksgiving and the spike and rise in deaths and cases and positive testing didn't stop a lot of people from traveling and getting in groups with their families for this Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, another holiday I don't really give a shit about. I myself had a nice Thanksgiving meal by myself, watched some movies. I actually watched Possessor on Thanksgiving and made myself a bunch of barbecue. So just a very non-traditional, but kind of what I do. And I got drunk. I was day drinking all day. But this is smart. This should have been it's sad that this was the only example of people doing this virtual Thanksgiving thing. The only example, which is a bummer. It's a bummer. But big ups to Jenna Sunday for doing the right thing and using technology in a way to keep everybody safe. And I hope for everybody out there that broke all the rules. They were such rebels this Thanksgiving and went and saw their family. Rest in peace to whoever ends up not surviving till Christmas. Let's move on to just one of my favorite artists, Follow. She does a lot of she records a lot of her process, but her work is also really fun. It's just really thick, like paint done all with like palette knives, and it's just got it's almost like sculpture more than paint in some of them, but they really just have uh they really literally pop off the canvas, but just really bright colors. They're all beautiful landscape scenes. And this one just I'm not a big there's nothing specific about this that I'm not a huge sunflower fan. I'm not a huge fan of landscapes in general. But her style mixed with the medium is just I really enjoy it. It's almost like frosting. Like as a fat man, Like, I would love to see her decorate a cake in her style, like just thick frosting. Just if she was a baker, like she would be world famous. And last but not least, the former co-host of Punch Up the Jam returns to Punch Up the Jam. Demi Adichie joins Miel Brado for the newest episode of Punch Up the Jam as they talk about Beverly Hills. This is one of my favorite podcasts back in the day. And when he was part of the show, I think that was kind of the best version of the show when it was him and Miel, and they would actually do remakes of songs. He's just one of the most talented dudes. Demi is, and I mean they're both super talented. But his episodes on Punch Up the Jam, those early episodes, are amazing, and I might actually go back and rewatch them. But that was a great episode, and I wanted to make sure it got a shout out. But let's do some shout outs and get out of here, shall we? Shout out to KESQ_news_channel_3. Shout out Funny Asian Dude, Not Weed CBD. Shout out Flea333, The Jazz Estate. Shout out Jenna_Sunday, Lisa LA. Shout out Punch Up the Jam and Electro Lemon. But shout out most importantly to you. Do you like to read? Do you like Kindles? Do you own a Kindle? Did you get a Kindle for Black Friday, for Christmas, for your birthday, for the holidays, for Hanukkah, for Kwanzaa? Did you get a Kindle for any reason whatsoever? Would you like to get Kindle Unlimited? What's Kindle Unlimited? It's unlimited reading and listening on any device. So you don't even need a Kindle. All you need is to sign up through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Kindle, and sign up for a free trial of Kindle Unlimited and get your read on. Either read with your eyeballs or your ear holes. Either one works when you sign up through my link, inspireddisorder.com/Kindle. Do it now. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!